my question's more for Laura maybe, but, because I drive by like Saturday and Sunday and see your vehicle here. When the hell are you gonna do all this other stuff that needs to be done? You're already here Saturday and Sunday. I don't understand. Yeah, it's gotta be almost overwhelming, I'm thinking.
It's a lot. I've really come to appreciate. I mean, as a teacher, I often came up on the weekend too and spent additional time, but I think it is what you make it and what you want to put into it.
Sue said she's going 11 hours this weekend on a bus, summer bus.
Summer bus schedule.
11 hours of her time, you know, it wasn't school time, it was her time, so.
So one of the things.
They do their work.
Can I ask a question? You've both been teachers and now you've switched over
Right.
on the other side of the fence. Did you have an idea of what goes on the other side of the fence from both sides?
To a certain extent.
I don't think I-
Yeah.
I don't think I probably understood the lack of free time. You just really have none. Your time is not your own any longer. That was probably the biggest eye-opener for me. I knew the workload would be there. It was obviously a difficult job. You know, there's many stresses that come along with it, but I think probably the biggest change is that, you know, you're on call 24/7.
I think for me, the biggest change has been the unstructured day. In the classroom, as much as I always said that I was very good at accommodating things that popped up, and I think I was as a classroom teacher, but you never come to appreciate how many things pop up throughout the day as you do when you're downstairs in the
That's
office.
one thing, you got
You can
your
lay-
structure
yes.
versus shooting the hip.
You lay good plans and you walk in the morning like I did this morning and your plans are all,
You're doing good.
Yeah. yeah. So I think for me, that's been the most enlightening. And then those things that you set out to do, you're doing later. You're doing on the weekends.
But I think for both of you, I've heard, and I have to say this only because I kept saying, you will see this, like you'll see a very different side of teachers, you'll see a very different side of students, and you take a lot more of that home, that as a teacher, you didn't notice those things. And it's pretty revealing.
Well, thank you for all the hard work.
Thank you.
Okay, now that we had that really short presentation, we'll move right into principal reports backstairs. A couple of things, we had our fire inspection here at school, annual inspection, and we had one thing, because we had a surge protector plugged into a surge protector. Yep, surge to surge, that was
That's
it.
the
For
only
the
thing.
whole thing, up in the bus garage, down here, the biomass, the boiler.
I read that, and I'm
The
going,
guy said he had to find something,
yeah.
but it was very impressive. So again, our maintenance staff, all of our people that do this, and the teachers that try to make sure that their posters are in the right place, and there's not stuff on the top shelves, and, you know, it showed. Because this is probably the best report that I think we've had in years. So it was very impressive. We also got our annual bus inspection report, basically that deals with the number of vehicles inspected. We again are in the top percentage of 95.7, which again shows the great amount of care and repair that goes into the buses for both drivers and the garage. We have for the last 4 years had a rate of 95 or better, and I think it's very positive from where we've been in the past, so that's another really good thing.
Do you see us being able to maintain that without Frank?
Well,
Because we're gonna,
when we talk about the other parts of our job tonight of trying to, what we want to do up there, that's kind of my hope, is to keep that level of expectation that high. Because I think we've seen what it does when we do start to pull together and work more and, again, have some consistency, but again, not having Frank will hurt in that consistency. But I have to say the drivers have really pulled together with Tina up there, working as a unit, and I think that some of them have seen a very different side of some things. So that is a positive. The T1, I had mentioned that previously, and we had kind of set a limit on it to have to have 10 students in it. We ended up with 9. I don't consider that a crisis, because what that will do in our first grade next year, we'll have a class of 13, a class of 12, and a T1 of 9. I think those are still all manageable numbers. Obviously, we're gonna have a couple people move in, a couple people move out, but I would still like to forge ahead with the T1 class. We have some resolutions tonight where I'm making recommendations for one of our title teachers to be the T1 teacher as a literacy specialist. Obviously, that's what that group of students needs. And she's willing to step up and do that and step out of her immediate tenure area. And in doing that, I also am looking to put someone else in her position for a 1-year fill. And it would be somebody within the building.
Sue, do you think there was a need over the past 2 years for this position?
For a T1,
Yeah.
the problem is we tried it, I want to say 5 or 6 years, no, it's more than that, gosh, 7 or 8 years ago, and we could not get the parents to agree to put their children in it. We had 11 candidates, we ended up with 2 students, because the parents either, most of them wanted them pushed to first grade. So we've talked about it other years, and we've not been able to get the population of parents to agree. And I think maybe the positive meetings that our committees had with the teachers, with Laura, with the OT, the speech all getting together, and then meeting with the parents, because all the parents were met with a group of people, not just one, explaining what the purpose of T1 is, why we want to have it, what our hopes are. I think might have been the key to why so many parents agreed. And I think for some of the parents, hearing all this tragedy about Common Core and what their kids are being exposed to, they realize that their students might need more help. So it is, hopefully going to help some of those students get their reading levels up and become on grade level. So that's our desire there. We do have the advisor appointments tonight. We have some positions that we had no one apply for. We will then post those later. And that is all I have at the moment.
Thank you.
Can I just share something about graduation? I'll make sure everyone's very aware of. We have decided to forego the walk at graduation. I'm not sure I shared that with you at the last meeting, but you may remember the cadence that, there was that step, pause, step, pause. The students will be just walking in slowly. So I wanted to make sure everyone was aware of that. And another new addition this year is students have asked to decorate the caps. And we will be allowing that. They have to hand them in ahead of time so that we know that it's all appropriate. But you may notice that there are some caps that have been decorated as well.
What were they thinking of putting on it?
Well, I have one turned in today. Nice little print background with a pink bow, a photo of her and her father. And I think a photo of herself on the other side.
There will be someone at that night looking at them.
They have to hand them in previous. And then
That night
that-
for changing from,
they're not allowed to, they're only allowed those students that hand them in ahead of time.
okay,
And we have extra caps, so,
all right.
They get them back that night then.
right, they will get them back that night when they
That
leave.
night.
Makes sense.
Is there anything that we can discuss before going to executive session? To discuss? Okay. Can I get a motion to enter into executive session to discuss the medical, financial, credit, or employment history of a particular person or corporation